Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NEAR Horizon 2023 Hackathon. I hope you're all doing well. Just to get started, why don't we have people comment in the chat where they're all calling in from? I'd love to see what a global community we have here at Encode. Algeria, nice, that's a good start. Hello from Brazil, France. We have Portugal, Spain, Mexico, Botswana, that's a new one. I don't think I've seen Botswana before. Ukraine, wow, okay. Singapore, hi. I actually used to live in Singapore, so that's fun. Brilliant, okay. So hi everyone, great to see you all today. Just as we're getting started, I wanted to share a little bit about me. So my name is Astrid and I'm your program manager for this hackathon. If you ever want to get in touch, if you need help with anything, I'd recommend messaging me on Discord. Otherwise, if you just want to keep up to date with what I'm doing at Encode, you can go and give me a follow on Twitter. So for those of you who are new here, or maybe this is your first hackathon, we at Encode are a Web3 education community. So what does that mean? That means that we help developers learn, build, and develop their careers in Web3. What does that actually mean in practice? It means that we run lots of different programs, including Educate series, hackathons, accelerators, and bootcamps, all of which will help you upskill. Alongside that, we also have an incredible recruitment team for those of you who are trying to land a career in Web3. So that brings us to today. What exactly is this hackathon? So this is a 4-week hackathon centered around building on NEAR protocol. So participants will have the opportunity to learn through events, and you'll also have the chance to win various bounties, which will be further elaborated on today. Might be good to go over what's actually going to happen during this hackathon. So the process broadly is, hopefully at this point you've all registered for the hackathon. So the next point would be forming a team if you're not going to hack solo. You can then attend workshops and get one-to-one support while you're building. And then finally, you'll be submitting your project. Again, we are providing both technical support and one-on-one support during this hackathon. We'd love to stay in touch with you all throughout this hackathon, so make sure you do so either through Discord or by booking a call with me through my Calendly. And I do want to note that my Calendly is included in the welcome email. All right, we are now going to take some time to go through some of the bounties and prizes. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to one of our sponsors to introduce themselves and explain their bounties further. So first up, we have, we're going to bring up Maria from NEAR.
Okay, let me just quickly switch to another browser, and I think it would help.
Okay, I'll let you do that. In the meantime, Eomji has joined the chat, so I might actually turn it back to Eomji to quickly give a little introduction to what we do here at Encode.
Hello.
Hi, Eomji.
I'm sorry, I just had some issues on my end, and I just joined and see my face on the screen. So I was like, okay, I'm going straight away. Yeah, hello, hello, Jelly. Hello, everyone. Good to see you here again. I am seeing some questions coming up, which we're going to be answering afterwards, everything. But first, I wanted to welcome every hackers who are coming to the NEAR Hackathon. This is a great opportunity. As perhaps some of you were following us in the NEAR Educate and NEAR Bootcamp, this is the part of the great initiative from NEAR Horizon and NEAR DevHub team supporting all the NEAR hackers and early stage projects coming into the ecosystem. So if you didn't attend before, we had a NEAR Educate series talking about different components of the NEAR, all the community projects were sharing, what their current status quo. And then we had a NEAR Bootcamp training the developers based on how to say, like, who has some previous like programming knowledge mainly, but focusing on NEAR account system and NEAR boss and all the like latest update on NEAR. And now what we are doing is NEAR Hackathon, inviting all the NEAR builders, even like, you know, developers or non-developers coming along. You can meet each other and then like building something exciting together. I guess like you went through a lot of like a different hackathons perhaps previously. This is especially a very unique one. You're going to see our tracks of like student track and developer track and product track. Especially, we are actually welcoming all the early stage project who doesn't secure the funding before coming into this hackathon. You can have your own track, building something. You're going to be how to say accelerate to the following accelerator program. On the other hand, we have like, you know, student track. Also, if you're a beginner, if you're a student, and then you feel like, you know, you don't have a chance at the hackathon, actually that's not true. This time here, you're going to get support and building something. You don't need to really like fight with like other experts in the ecosystem, but you can build something your own, something small, so that like you can show your skills to us. And then developer track is something, another interesting one, which we're gonna like learn more detail. But what I wanted to say is like, here is the unique chance we were working hard to prepare for you, that each stage of your path, you still can enjoy this hackathon and like learning something new. I really wish that all of you gonna be like also seeing us here and there. They're gonna be like a NEARCon coming. I guess a lot of you are coming to NEARCon to meet Maria, or like all the other like a NEAR team members gonna be there to help you. Yes, you will get definitely dev support, technical support, also not only technical support, especially if you're building something further, not only for the hackathon, but you want to contribute to NEAR ecosystem in the long term. Then like you can be in contact with the, you know, NEAR team, and then you can also, you know, working on some open projects. If you want to build your project as a startup further, also we have an accelerator program coming up. So after this hackathon, you know, you are going to the NEARCon, and NEARCon, there are going to be another hackathon in person as well. There you can meet some people and vibe with the NEAR hackers. And after that, we're going to have a NEAR accelerator coming up, where you can actually build your project as a company, and you will get all the supports in the ecosystem. So again, everyone, welcome to the NEAR Hackathon. I'm super excited to see you again. And I am really curious what kind of things you're going to building, especially last month, this NEAR had a lot of updates on, you know, operating system and everything. So I am very excited. And again, if you have any question, feel free to drop everything on Discord server, or like contact our program manager, Astrid. She's going to help you out throughout all hackathon weeks. And also our amazing mentors, you're going to see all of them soon. So please like enjoy this hackathon and bring us something amazing. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Eomji. With that in mind, Eomji just mentioned some incredible bounties and prizes that we're going to have during this hackathon. So I will finally turn it over to Maria to explain a bit what the bounties for NEAR are. I'll just give her a second to get up on stage.
Okay, I think I'm in. Chrome did.
Yes, I can see you. You can see your face now. Beautiful.
Okay, perfect. Hi. So yeah, welcome to the hackathon, and I really appreciate that you invited us to help with organizing this program. Initially started by the team NEAR Horizon, which is still sponsoring the product track. We just added another two to the mix to make sure that all of the hackers are here to actually deliver something amazing. So the product track is for the teams who want to build something pro-profit and marketable. And I think Ken Miyachi from Horizon team will share more insights of what Horizon would be looking for in terms of focus and industries and level of maturity in projects sometime next week, I think September 27th, right? So I'm going to elaborate on the first two tracks. For student track, don't look at the bounty. It looks smaller than for the dev track, but it's because we want to make it accessible. And even if you are new to NEAR, if you are still learning to code, if you're doing your first Hello World, we are here to support you along the way. And I also know from my experience with hackers that the projects never stay the same after the hackathon. They pivot, and then they pivot again, and then they find a new team, and then one more pivot. So I think if this is your first hackathon, you are in the perfect place to be, to learn and to find your future team and to build your future unicorn. It's just not happening tomorrow. And that's why the bounty is really small, to encourage you to ship your first solution now and then join the next hackathon and then the next one, right until you find your product idea and your ideal team to actually ship something that you would be keen on working on for years and years. And dev track is for people who want to ship infrastructure, tooling, and things of that nature. So if you have an idea on how to improve NEAR, on how to make it more developer friendly, even if you are working on educational initiatives and documentation, we're also happy to see this kind of submissions on dev track. So dev track is more for experienced developers. So if it's your second project on NEAR, dev track is probably for you. We will be looking for bright ideas for technical excellency. Even if you're new, we would like to see that you're actually paying attention when you code. And if you team up, that's bonus points, because we believe that the more people believe in the project and the solution, the more self-sustained the solution would be. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of the incredible submissions, and please feel free, if you have any technical questions, you're welcome to join our office hours. And after the opening, we have the workshop with Boris Polania. He is a DevRel engineer at DevHub, so he will probably shed some light on that. And also I would like to make another announcement that after Encode X Horizon Hackathon, we're hosting our flagship conference here in Lisbon, Portugal, which is called NEARCon. And part of the conference, probably the most important part, in my opinion, the most important part would be NEARCon Hackathon, which happens once a year. It's like the biggest thing in the ecosystem. So we would like to welcome you all if you want to join this in-person hackathon to pitch your solution that you built throughout this hackathon. And also, if you actually submit something for this hackathon, you will become eligible for a travel stipend to visit Lisbon. And we will pay for some of your tickets and accommodation. So I think I will return the microphone to Astrid now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'm here in the chat. Also, not on Discord, I'm sorry, but I am on Telegram, and please feel free to find me and ping me. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Maria. That sounds like some very amazing opportunities right there. With that, I'll turn it over to our next speaker. We have MJ, who is here from Proximity.
All right. Hi, everyone. GMGN. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. My name is MJ. I'm the head of product at Proximity Labs. We are a team that is focused on helping applications and developers in the NEAR and Aurora ecosystems. So we provide both monetary support in the form of grants and investments, and also non-monetary support such as technical advisory, architecture review, community building, and so forth. So for this hackathon, we are offering a bounty for up to $3,000 of NEAR for anyone who is interested in building the best decentralized front end using the blockchain operating system. So if you are not familiar with the blockchain operating system, essentially, I believe it's the easiest way available right now to build and deploy your front end on chain by simply creating a JSX components. And all this front end source code are on the blockchain operating system is stored on chain on NEAR, making them fully decentralized and open source. And while these front ends are on NEAR, right, they can interact with smart contracts on NEAR or any other EVM chains in the backend. So during this hackathon, we are looking for developers who are interested in building decentralized front end using the blockchain operating system in the following areas. Number one is for the friend.tech protocol, which we all know that has been very popular and successful in the last couple of months. Number two is for the GMX protocol, which is protocol for derivatives. But for this hackathon, you do not need to implement all the functionality of the GMX front end. It can be a simple swap user experience on top of the GMX protocol. And number 3 is the LP operations for Uniswap v2 and v3. So basically, we are looking for a front end which supports all the LP operations for Uni v2 and v3. You do not need to implement the swap functionality for Uniswap because it's already available in existing components. So if you're not familiar with the blockchain operating system, you can find a list of resource in the Bounty description. There is links to documentation, sample codes, and so forth. So in terms of the criteria, basically the TLDR is that we are looking for submissions that has comprehensiveness of functionality, production grade user experience, readability and reusability of the code, and bonus points if you could provide feedback on your experience of developing using the blockchain operating system and help us evangelize the blockchain operating system. So that's a wrap, and I'm looking forward to all the amazing submissions. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me if you need any help.
Thank you so much, MJ. Okay, amazing. I'm now going to turn it over to our sponsor, our speaker from Mintbase. We have Agatha here to join us. Agatha, how are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very excited to share that with you.
Amazing, amazing. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a bit more about Mintbase and what your bounty is?
Yeah, of course. So, hi guys, nice to meet you all. I'm head of business development at Mintbase. And just to give you an overview for the one that don't know Mintbase yet, it has been created in 2018, and we first has been building on Ethereum, and obviously seeing like the appeal of NEAR, we switched to NEAR in 2020. And haven't looked back since. So what is Mintbase? Like, we are the main marketplace at the moment on NEAR. So it means that you can mint and trade NFTs. And we also have like an SDK available for developer and the no-code creator suite. Now, the most exciting things that happened lately, and that's why we are asking the hackathon and the bounties afterwards. So we have developed a wallet very recently, and which is like going very well, just to tackle the problem of like the struggle of onboarding. So now with this wallet, basically anybody from the Web2 can also just get on board without seed phrase and without any pain, seamlessly, without noticing that they're in the Web3. And we're also working on the next project, like around a ChatGPT integration, which will going to be super exciting. Same again, just like easy everything and remove all pain, like from for people that are not really used to the Web3 industry. And so about the hackathon, the goal is to build templates out of Mintbase SDK. So you can access our SDK like from a website, but we'll share also the information later if you need to. And we ask you to be creative. So it can be anything, any template, like from, for example, ticketing or campaign marketing, like image, or maybe any industry that you worked in the past that you can get inspired. And the goal is for us to be able to use this wallet that we have created in these templates. And we will reward the 3 best templates with 1.5K each. And they will be available on Mintbase website. So probably maybe we'll find a way also to monetize it in the future. So if you have a lack of inspiration, some of you might know Versal. They have a few templates available, so you can get some inspiration from there. But like the more creative you will be, the better for us. And we are really looking forward to the creativity that you will bring to Mintbase.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'd like to say I'm also looking forward to some of the creative solutions we are going to have during this hackathon. Okay, but before we can do that, just a couple of basics. So key dates to keep in mind for this hackathon. Obviously, start date is September 19th. This and next week, we are going to have some workshops. I'll show you that quickly on the next slide. The submission deadline is on the 15th of October. And then the finale and prize given will take place on the 1st of November. I won't leave this slide up too long, but you can give this slide a quick skim for a sense of the workshops that are going to take place during this hackathon. You should all have been sent calendar invites, but if you haven't, we can send out another round of reminders. We will be posting workshop links on our Discord as well. So you should always know where to go, but if you don't, again, you can always message me on Discord. A couple of FAQs as well. So as Eomji said, this hackathon caters to a variety of levels. Anyone can really take part. Where can I find resources for this hackathon? Check out the Hacker Pack, should have everything you need, and it was in the onboarding email. Can I enter an existing project? Yes, you can enter an existing project, but you need to show significant feature improvements on that project. Do I need a team? No. We can match you to one, or you can build solo, or you can go on Discord and try to find other hackers yourself. That being said, all of the organization tends to happen on Discord, so if you're not on there already, I do urge you to join. In terms of technical support, yes, there will be technical support. Okay, so for next steps, I probably said this 100 times already, but join the Discord if you haven't already. If you want to hack with other people, find other teammates and use Discord in order to do so. You can participate in the workshops and potentially get some ideas, do some more learning. And then it really just comes down to building your project and spending some time working on your submission. Okay, finally, if you feel that anything was missed today or you have any further questions that you want to ask, you can always DM me on Discord and I'll try to my best to get back to you. Okay, all right, so we have a workshop happening in about 4 minutes, but actually, I was going to do a photo time, but I actually don't think we can do a photo session on Livestorm, so I think we might have to skip that for now. Given that we can't do a photo, I'd advise that you put in any questions that you have in the chat, and we'll try our best to answer any questions that you have up until the workshop starts. Otherwise, I'd recommend maybe taking a quick break to maybe get some water and prepare yourself for the workshop session.